Jaclyn Hill yet again graces us with her presence and her subpar products. Hi friends, hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we are quite critical of it. And today we are going to talk about all of the new releases. Actually, not all of them. I've selected the interesting few or the ones that I could make great jokes about because I need my internet attention. Thank you very much. It's been a month since I last did this, so we can't possibly talk about everything and anything. But if you want me to tell you my opinion on a certain release that I haven't covered, just give me your comments down below and I'll reply roasted or lust after it as appropriate. Let's get started. Start with Jaclyn Hill, who has yet again returned and is now presenting us her highlighter collection. She's got loose highlighters, she's got a highlighter palette, and more products that I honestly don't give a fuck about. The things that I want to address regarding Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics are twofold. First of all, I want to address the actual fact that this woman has the gall to not properly apologize for putting out contaminated, dangerous product. She doesn't have the decency to refund her customers. She basically swept everything under the rug, played the victim once more, emotionally manipulated her whole audience, and now she's like, hi guys, I'm back with new sparkly, oh my god, buy from me, buy. I am absolutely appalled. The release itself does look very pretty, but it is highlighter. The market is so oversaturated with highlighter. I can 100% assure you, you can find 1,000 dupes that come from better brands and brands that did not put out contaminated product and literally profited from the connection that they had with their audience to just make money off shitty product. The second thing that I want to address is the reaction people have had towards Jaclyn online. Now, don't get me wrong. Call her out on her character, call her out on her past mistakes, call her out on how she's handling things, call her out on things that relate to how she's acting and how she is. What we're not gonna fucking do is body shame her. Her weight gain, the fact that her face looks puffy or whatever, her fillers, those have nothing to do with her character. Why is it right that it's okay to body shame if you don't like that person? Like, imagine if that were your sister or your mother or someone that you cared about. You can't fix your face, you can't fix botched fillers, and nobody wants a botched filler, so it's not like she put those just because she wanted them to look that way. You can't fix a puffy face. A puffy face can happen for so many reasons, from weight gain to medication to a condition. Like, you don't know what's going on with her biology or her life. The only thing that we can judge and is right to judge her for is the shit that she does. So don't just stop body shaming Jaclyn Hill just because you don't like her. It's nasty. Leaving that aside, let's talk about one more roach in the beauty community, and that is Jeffree Star. So, Jeffree Star and Dawson broke the internet with their cash grab of a series, crash grab of a palette, and they came out with a whole merch line which like sold out in a couple of minutes, as expected. And they also came out with these two palettes, so the big conspiracy and the mini conspiracy. You guys know my opinion on Jeffree Star. You guys know that I think Shane Dawson has no place in the beauty community, at least no genuine place. So let's just talk about these palettes objectively. So the main criticism that I've seen regarding these palettes is that the color story is not cohesive, specifically for the big conspiracy. Now, I do think that it's not an easy palette to work with, but I do believe that you've got several cohesive color stories, not quads, because your eyes have to jump around. But I do feel that if you keep in certain color families, you can come out with looks that don't look muddy or whatever. At the top, you've got a series of neutrals that will only work on people like myself, which Casper the Caucasian Ghost much, which shows that this is not an inclusive palette, but this does not surprise me. This palette was not created by someone that A, even thought further than himself and his closest friends, and B, not a cosmetics expert in any case. So there you have it. Like, that man is barely able to keep up a skincare regime and you expect him to put in inclusive neutrals? Baby, no, it's never going to happen.
Forgot to mention, aesthetically, as a whole, this palette is ugly.
I do believe that the mini conspiracy is the most interesting one, but you know, this release is a cash grab. Spend your money on it if you want. I don't care. I just not gonna buy it, not gonna support any of these people. Colourpop has come out with 100 things ever since I did my last video, but we're also only going to talk about the 2 latest ones. So there is this Going Coconuts collection with a palette, with gel liners, with a trio of Super Shock shadows and lots of sets, lip stuff. You'll see everything here. Been into neutrals so much lately, like so much. After being a just rainbow queen for so long, I'm finally starting to appreciate the value of a good copper, a good brown, a good black, just peaches, creams. I don't even recognize myself. Like, who is she? This calls to me. I want this desperately, but I got neutrals already. I don't know how much this would add to what I already have. I'm trying to talk myself out of it because I do feel that some parts can be replicated with singles that I already have stuff in all my other palettes, and I do feel that half of it can be replicated with the Brown Sugar palette. But this collection is beautifully curated. It looks wonderful. If you are someone that loves neutrals, you know, I think this is so fucking cute. Just so stinking cute. I got caught up with how much I wanted the Coconuts palette that I forgot to talk about their newest Frozen II collection. Now, what bothers me about this collection is that, first of all, how dare it be so beautiful in the inside, I mean the color schemes, while having such childish fucking packaging with fan art that looks like it was made by a 14-15-year-old on DeviantArt with a great amount of talent. I realize that this may not be aimed at full adults. I think it's aimed at people that want to buy makeup for their little sisters, their daughters, their nieces. But if that is the case, I am worried about the fact that there is dangerous, non-eye safe pressed glitter in these palettes. So if you want to buy this for yourself because you're a Frozen fan and you are quite aware on how you need to work with pressed glitter and what precautions to take, by all means, go ahead. I think these are absolutely gorgeous. If you want to buy this for someone else, make sure that it's an age-appropriate gift. Make sure that they know how to use that glitter or that they will heed your advice not to use it. Because you know what? We are grown as women. We can take our own damn risks, knowing fully well that that glitter is not eye safe. But if a child gets a fleck of glitter in their eye and then gets damage from that glitter, I don't think you'll be able to live with yourself. So thread very carefully. Very shitty of Colourpop to pull for such a cash grab and not take out the fucking glitter. Melt came out with their holiday collection inspired by the owners, a Mexican heritage, Mexican culture, and it's called the Amor Eterno collection. This is so beautifully done, so beautifully executed. I honestly wish that brands would just put out less stuff, but stuff like this. stuff that is well thought out with great packaging, innovative color scheme, beautiful quality. Like, I can't fault this collection for anything. It's got it all. It's got the vision, it's got the creativity, it's got the quality. Oh, I really want these, but I have to deeply consider if I want to spend Melt prices on them. This is so beautiful, so props to them. Let's talk a bit about indies. Clionadh is coming out with their Woodland collection, which is a collection of singles inspired by, you know, woodlands. We've got some greens, some yellows, some browns, some duochromes, a beautiful color selection in true Clionadh fashion. Their quality is great, the color selection is inspiring, evocative, it fits with the theme, it's absolutely gorgeous. Has this convinced me to make my first Clionadh order? Not yet, but you know, I might grab one or two things there. Until then, I'll just shop my stash for things that I find are similar, because I do feel that I've got a bit of similar stuff. And we've got Devinah Sugar Drops. These are meant to have a semi-transparent base and just be a shower of sparkle in all kinds of tones and shifts, and ooh, I want them all. When I was a dummy, I spent my November budget already for fancy stuff, so I'll have to wait until December when my salary comes in and hope that these are not sold out. But these are gorgeous, and as my collection grows, I'm looking more and more for eyeshadow toppers as opposed to actual saturated full opacity shadows, because I feel that a topper can transform any look so easily and help you get more use, more looks, more versatility out of the things that you already have. Neve Cosmetics came out with two new things. They've got these texturizer things, which are basically sort of primers, I believe, and they are in a tube format, tube cream format. The only criticism that I have with these is that I had to dig up a bit to understand what the fuck these were, because they didn't really explain it properly. They said, oh, give your skin whatever finish you want, but then that doesn't tell me a lot. Like, are they supposed to be used under makeup? Are they supposed to be used over makeup? How are you supposed to use them? I've had to track down videos on their channel, which by the way are exquisite. I am so envious of the lid space of one of their models. Like, I could paint the Sistine Chapel on her lids and still have space left over, and it's so unfair because God gave her all of the lid space and then left none for us poor mortals. Anyways, so these are in tube form, so in a cream format. And basically they are primers that are supposed to give your desired finish. So there's a matte one, there's a silky velvety one, you've got a luminous one, you've got a pore filling smoothing one. I do feel that this is a very nice release that rounds up their base range. I don't trust it. Like, I want to try them, but honestly, the only things that I've liked so far from them are their eye and lip pencils. The lipstick was fine. I'm not sure if I should try something base from them. Their eyeshadows just disappoint time and time again. So, this is an interesting release. It's something new. The presentation of a texturizer is a bit different. I feel that they do stand out with the way they presented things market-wise. Not sure if I want to try it. There's the second thing that they've released, and this is La Vie en Dark lip pencil collection. Lip pencils that can also be used on the eyes, so they're multi-use. And I grabbed all four, and they are beautiful. Like, they are so gorgeous, so comfortable to wear. I just love their lip pencils. They're my favorite formula. I'm going to insert some real swatches over here, swatches that I did. If you guys like a dark vampy lip and you can get Neve Cosmetics where you live, I do recommend these because they're... Nabla is personally attacking me once again with a new palette release. And this is their sequel to their original Dreamy palette. They're calling this the Dreamy 2 Mystic. It gives a bit Pat McGrath-ish vibe, like Midnight Sun or something like that. You've got beautiful deep shimmers and gorgeous warm-toned mattes, but dark warm-toned mattes. I'm honestly not sure. I want this because it's Nabla. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, oh, well, that gold is kind of similar to the one in the Dreamy, and that tone is kind of similar to the one in the Poison Garden, and that one is kind of similar to a single I have. So the more I look at it, the more I'm like, do I want to spend money on this because it's Nabla, or do I want to spend money on it because it will give me some added value? Like, don't get me wrong, I've never regretted a Nabla purchase. Every time that I grab one of their palettes, like a spark of joy just comes into my heart. Just not sure about this one. I kind of want it, but I don't. But I want it, and then I took myself out of it. I plan on filming an anti-haul called Anti-Hauling Things That I Really Want, so I'll go into depth there. For palettes, Huda Beauty came out with a Mercury Retrograde palette, which apparently made Astro Twitter really pissed. Someone made a video about how it's not okay to appropriate astrology. Astrology is not a culture, it's not a religion. It's magic, fun, space, woo-woo. Don't get me wrong, I have my fun with astrology. I'm an Aquarius, so you know, you guys know we're aloof and mystic and shit. But it's not that deep, son. It's not that serious. Mercury retrograde isn't appropriative. It's just a phenomena. It's like the guys in Interstellar getting pissed that someone would name their black pencil black hole because they're appropriating Interstellar. Like, chill. Let's talk about the palette itself. This is a gorgeous palette. You've got some rosy neutrals, you've got multiple blues, you've got toppers, you've got shimmers, you've got, I love it. And I'm in love with her formula lately. I got the new nudes palette in light and it's just chef's kiss. Let me know if you guys want me to do a 3 looks 1 palette with it, because I will. However, the problem for me is that this palette is fucking expensive. I think it's like, what, $65 or something? Like, I don't know, 60 something dollars. This shit ain't cheap. It's too expensive for something that I know I can dupe. Like, I know this is just a passing fancy for me. I can dupe this so easily with what I already have. But if you can't dupe it, if it's in your budget, if you find this is beautiful, I've heard the quality is nice. I've got 2 friends that bought it. One is a casual wearer and the other has like an MUA certificate or something, but she's not a practicing MUA. So, you know, 2 people from 2 different makeup walks of life told me this is nice. Kim Kardashian West. Aside from having a crazy husband that apparently met Jesus and just went off the deep end, nothing against Jesus, nothing against Christians, everything against Kanye. She now collabed again with Mario, which is her makeup artist. Mario has previously collabed with Anastasia Beverly Hills for a very successful palette that people still cry after because it was limited edition. A collab once with Kim, which was in neutrals with a pop of blue, and now it seems that we have another palette, a blush, a lipstick, and a lip liner. Don't get me wrong, I think this is cute. This is a boring for me, but for someone that loves neutrals and wears mostly neutrals, I think this would be nice. If you want to give Kim your money, of course. I think that Kim knows her audience really well, and I think I say this in every Buy It or Deny It which has her products. I think she knows that her audience wants to buy makeup that gives the illusion that maybe one day, if they do their winged liner just right, they'll end up looking like Kim. So they don't want crazy color. And I think Mario also knows this, and so this was born. It's on brand. I can't fault it for what it is, just that I personally it doesn't excite me. Zoeva came out with a mini palette, and this is the Precious palette, and it is so beautiful. You've got some purples, some pinks, just a hint of something warm to offshoot the purple and pink. This is gorgeous. I want this, but the reason that I'm not going to buy it is that I have functional dupes for every single shade. And I checked because I went to Sephora and swatched them all and took a picture and then went home and swatched everything and talked myself out of this fucking palette. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. If you love purples and if you don't have these tones already, I think this is... Vida never fails to make me excited. I just love them so much. At McGrath, Mother. She came out with this Divine Rose palette, which again is a neutral palette. I feel that as we get closer to the holidays, brands are coming out with more and more neutrals because this is what is safe to buy. This is what people gift each other usually. Most people wear neutrals, most friends of people, mothers, sisters wear neutrals and not colorful eyeshadow. So I feel that they are playing it very safe for the holiday season because this is what is going to get bought. This is beautiful, but I'm not going to lie that one shade that I like the most is that rose gold flip one, that duochrome, and I like it so much that I literally have like 3 dupes for it in my collection in various forms. This was a very easy pass for me. And also the price, but also the fact that the shades that attract me from it, I got dupes. But it is beautiful. It is a beautiful palette. It is a beautiful neutral palette. We are halfway done. We are halfway through. Just a little bit longer. Maybe make yourself another cup of tea. We are getting through this. Patrick Ta's monochrome moment, which I think is so beautiful, so understated, so fresh from what we usually see. This appeals to both makeup lovers and casual makeup wearers, and I do feel that this is a beautifully executed, easy to wear, easy to convince yourself to buy product. Kaleidos came out with new highlighters, and these have a very 70s, 80s sci-fi cover inspired type of packaging. The colors are gorgeous. Everyone and their mom that is a small creator is shilling these highlighters because they're rightfully so beautiful. Do I want to buy these because they're shiny? Yes, but if I look at them, I want the shades that will practically be unusable on my skin tone, like that green especially. And the other shades that I like, I have them in my collection. So, you know, maybe someday I will order from Kaleidos because their products attract me more and more, but I don't think this will be the day. Not for me, but I do think that these are beautiful and they have gotten great reviews. So if you want to support an indie brand and not buy Jaclyn Hill's highlighters, just grab a couple of these rather. After years and years and years and launching Birdseed and vitamins and shit, Tati finally came out with Tati Beauty. And I'm a bit disappointed. The outer packaging, that font is like, it's nothing like Tati. It's nothing like the vision that she has in that palette. I'm particularly bothered that it doesn't match at all the font that is for the names. And that black packaging, that's some Morphe shit. She could do so much better. The interior, then you've got several rows of mattes, glittery mattes, shimmers, and glitters, sequins, whatever you want to call them. I think this is a beautifully curated palette. This is very Tati. Tati mostly likes neutrals. You won't see her going on the wild side of the rainbow very soon. Very pretty, very on brand. The packaging looks cheap. I'm bothered by how she approached the whole design of the exterior thing, but I do feel that the palette is pretty cute. Am I going to buy it? Nah. I already have all of these, and honestly, Tati doesn't need my money. She really doesn't. So there is that. Another palette from a beauty YouTuber, Shan Excel, created her palette. And there was huge drama on Twitter because Jeffree star stands don't have 2 brain cells to put together, like the whole of them. and they started attacking her for releasing the palette on Jeffree's birthday, or when Jeffree was supposed to release the Shane Dawson palette. Like 2 dates were overlapping, and I'm like, the world doesn't stand still just because Jeffree's gonna live. Like, let people do whatever the fuck they want. Anyway, this is a beautiful palette. I think that for her first palette release from her own brand, not a collaboration, she did a wonderful job. These are very Shan shades. ABH collabed with Carly Bible and we got this palette. The outside looks like something that I would craft with, it looks like a early 2000s bedazzling hell that someone put together with craft glue in their basement. It fucking triggers me. What is it called, like trichophobia? I am viscerally repulsed because of the 2000s bejeweled aesthetic, and because of that. The inside is cute, I'm not going to lie, I like that color scheme. I could see myself creating countless looks with it, but it feels like such a rushed release. Carly just did not give 2 shits about this collaboration. She barely put a video together because, oh my god, it got leaked. I didn't have time. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If I got a collab with ABH, I would have done fucking over 900 videos before this thing was even finalized for market. Like, from the point that I would have gotten my palette, I would have started filming, doing looks, preparing content. Like, they could have leaked it from the first day that I had gotten the finished product, and I would have something ready. It honestly feels like she just did a cash grab and she didn't give a fuck. I've not seen her talk much about it. I'm just tired. I'm tired of ABH and their fucking releases. Apparently Norvina is now a separate brand from ABH and they've got their own Sephora stand, so that's why all of these releases were so rushed, because Norvina wanted to enhance her personality cult by getting her own space in Sephora. Now, congratulations for having a whole space in Sephora. That's a big thing. That's a great thing. The problem is that I feel that she could have spared herself so much criticism if she just said this from the beginning. Yo, we are on a bit of a weird release schedule. This is a separate brand. This is not an ABH release. I do feel that better communication would have served this new nascent brand much better. But that did not happen. So she got dragged, and rightfully so. But don't let the Norvina stans hear me say that, because I'm gonna get grabbed by my hair and dragged on Twitter for daring to criticize Queen Norvina on her choices. And that is that on that. These have been all of the new releases that I wanted to talk about. Let me know your impressions down below. What have you been interested in? What have you been buying? What are you anti-hauling? What do you hate? What do you love? I love talking with you guys in the comments about this kind of stuff. Thank you guys so much. Have a great evening, a morning, second breakfast, whatever it is where you're from. Bye.